pals fear Prince reveals their embarrassing stories in hypocritical memoir tales. Prince Harry's pals from Eton and the army have branded him hypocritical and are worried that he could ruin their family lives and careers with new revelations from his past in his memoirs. While the Duke of Sussex has demanded loyalty from his friends and even chucked people out of his friendship group for talking to the press, he now has been outspoken in regular interviews he has given to U.S. media. Many of his older friends reportedly feel it is rich of him to have insisted on them respecting his privacy if he now talks openly about them in his autobiography that is due to be released next year. It has led to some being allegedly ready to hit back by publishing uncomfortable stories about him. In a move that shocked Royals fans, along with his own family who allegedly had been kept in the dark, a book deal with Penguin Random House was announced this week. He promised to reveal experiences from his past including adventures and life lessons. A friend told, "It feels very hypocritical given Harry chucked people out of his friendship group for talking to the press. There is a fear that he's going to reveal details of his hedonistic youth which some worry will play havoc with their careers and personal lives." A source also said, if Harry slams any of his old school and military buddies in his new book they have pledged to break ranks to tell their story. Some pals are reportedly upset that Harry hasn't been in touch with them or responded to messages and this has ramped up their concern about what he may say. Harry has already been working on the book for a year with Pulitzer-winning ghostwriter Junior Moringa and promises more revelations with him having been critical of the royal family in many of his interviews he has given since moving to California last year. In a bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey he talked about a need to break the chain and bring up his children away from the glare of the media while there were allegations of racism made by Meghan Markle about an unnamed member of the royal family. A source told his announcement last night triggered a tsunami of fear with Buckingham Palace terrified of more explosive claims about Harry and Meghan's treatment. The memoir will detail his life as a member of the royal family, his relationship with wife Meghan Markle, Megxit and raising his children. "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think," Harry said in a statement. "I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think. I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to share what I've learned over the course of my life so far and excited for people to read a first-hand account of my life that's accurate and wholly truthful." It's just the latest move by the prince to share his story in his own words. In 2021 alone, he gave a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey and participated in a mental health docuseries with Apple TV, The Me You Can't See. In both, he painted a less than rosy picture of the British monarchy and shed light on his life within it. And while current royals often have unauthorized biographies written about them, this is the first time in modern history when a royal not only sanctioned a book but chose to write it. The closest comparison might be Princess Diana's choice to send recorded tapes of herself explaining her life story to biographer Andrew Morton. But, at the time, the princess didn't admit to cooperating. The Sussexes have shown that, free from the restraints of the royal family, they have no problem using their own voices, and doing so loudly.